Hello everyone! Today we are making some easy bandana shirts. All of the tutorials in this video can be done with safety pins, so you don't have to sacrifice your scarf, but I'll also show you how to do some quick hand stitching if you want to make it permanent. The first one is a halter. I'm using 2 safety pins and a chain necklace that I split in half, but you can use any long necklaces, ribbon, jewelry cord, or laces. First I added a clasp to the piece of chain that didn't have one, but you can also attach them directly with safety pins. Lay your scarf down, good side down, and fold 2 opposite corners until they are touching. Lay a long chain across the center of the scarf, running across from one folded edge to the other down the center. Then fold the entire scarf over the chain so that the unfolded corners are laying on top of each other. Add safety pins to the sides of the scarf to attach the back straps. Put them at the bottom right before the point starts on both sides. Attach the other chain to one safety pin, and then you can thread it through the pin on the other side to adjust. If you want to make a chain shirt permanent and stronger, I would use grommets or eyelets to attach your hardware in place of the safety pins. So put it on with the neck strap first and adjust the neckline before attaching the back chain. And it's easier to string the chain through the safety pin than it is to open the pin while you're wearing the shirt. The next tutorial is a strapless, and I'm using 2 safety pins and some ribbon. Lay the scarf good side down and measure out at least enough ribbon to go all the way around you and tie a bow. I made mine twice that length because I had the ribbon and it's pretty. Cut the ends of the ribbon on an angle and gently melt the edges to prevent fraying. And it's pretty. Lay the ribbon diagonally across the scarf so that the center of the ribbon is in the center and the edge of the ribbon is touching the same side of the opposite points it's touching. Pin the ribbon in place at one corner and then stretch the ribbon with the scarf tight to the other corner and pin it in place so that there's no slack in the ribbon. Fold the scarf in half over the ribbon so that the unpinned corners are laying on top of each other. When putting the top on, you can just tie a bow in the back, but if you aren't blessed in the chest, wrapping the ribbon back around to the front and tying it there holds it up better. You can also make this a tube top by laying it flat and folding the unpinned corners inwards, overlapping slightly in the center. And then you can fold it in half over the ribbon, put it on with the ribbon edge at the bottom, and tie it however you like. The last tutorial is strapless with a sweetheart neckline. I used ribbon and a needle and thread in place of safety pins. Lay the scarf good side down and fold 2 opposite corners in about an inch or 2 so that they're pointing at each other. Measure out enough ribbon to at least go all the way around you, and then cut it in half. I made mine a little longer so that I could wrap it around more. Make one end of each ribbon cut with a straight edge and the other end cut on an angle, and gently melt the edges. For strength, fold the straight edge of the ribbon over about 1 centimeter, and then fold it over again the same amount in the same direction to make a double fold. Place that folded ribbon off to one side of where the center fold of the scarf would be, and pin it so it's lying flat and the double fold is slightly overlapping the edge of one of the folded corners. Do the same on the other side with the other ribbon, then fold the whole scarf over in half so that the points are laying on top of each other, and then carefully remove the pins and repin the double folded ribbon in place, sandwiched between both sides of the scarf. Now you can safety pin the ribbons in place in what would be the inside of the top, or you can stitch it in place. So I always double up my thread and tie both ends together in a knot at the end. It's stronger this way and it stays on the needle. Start on the inside of the top, and I did a basic back stitch. So you start on the inside, push the needle up through the fabric, do 1 stitch forward so your needle is on the inside again, and then you pull it up back through the first needle hole and repeat that first stitch. And then you can go forwards with the next stitch. It's just like regular in and out sewing, but you're going back over each stitch each time. When you're done, slip your needle under a stitch on the inside and tie the thread in a double knot. Then repeat on the other side. To add the cinching to create the sweetheart neckline, start from the top on the inside. Pull the needle through and then just do regular stitches in and out of the fabric about 1/2 centimeter to centimeter apart, and do that straight down for about 2 to 3 inches, ending with your needle on the inside of the shirt. Then you can gently pull on the thread to bunch up the fabric. Add more stitches down if you want it longer, and then double knot on the inside. You can do this with a safety pin. I would just make sure to use a small one and start a little bit lower to hide the top of the pin. And that's the shirt. You can tie it in the back, tie it in the front, or you can fold up the bottom point and wear it like a tube top. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Mwah.